Thank you very much. Thank you. We have Abe Quigley with us here in the studio. Abe actually played on the show a year ago, and at that time was talking about a fantastic trip that he was going to be taking all over the country, living in his car. And I'm not kidding about that. I mean living in his car. But he is a very, very talented musician, and it's an honor to have Abe here in the studio.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Good seeing you.
Great to see you. So tell me, where have you been?
Well, you know, you'd basically just get out a map, and I was looking for any gig that would have me. So from Duluth, Minnesota, to Maine, New York City, down to Florida, Chicago, LA, and kind of everywhere in between. So yeah, anywhere I could. I even played a couple rest areas.
You did.
3 in the morning, the truckers were looking for something to do, so I'd get up my guitar and play for them.
Was it kind of like one of those, or?
No, they were like, "What the hell are you doing?" Basically, in a deeper voice, but
yeah,
basically, yeah,
absolutely.
They were a little confused.
I'm sure they were.
But I was bored. It was like, what else am I going to do? I'm sleeping in my car, so at 2 in the morning, it's like, you know.
Yeah, and you slept in your car okay?
Yeah. I had actually taken the passenger seat out of my car, and so I basically kind of turned it into a mini camper.
Wow.
And rest areas are free. It's illegal to sleep in rest areas in some states, but
gotcha.
You can kind of.
But technically, you're not.
I wasn't really
it's
sleeping.
Like,
I was just resting in between driving. So, you know.
Right. And you put about 200,000 miles on your car, right?
Well, yeah. I bought the car, well, a little while ago with 47,000, and I think on the last 2 tours I put about 50,000 on them.
Unbelievable. What are you thinking about when you're on the road there, just driving? You listen to the radio?
Yeah, but you know, the radio is tough. I don't have like XM or anything.
Sure.
I'm a big sports radio guy, but it's always kind of going in and out. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, like on my iPod.
Okay.
Because I love to read, but I don't have it's not good to read and drive, obviously. No. So it's better to listen to it on audiobook, and it's great. Like I can get through a lot of the classics and listen to some stand-up comedy. Anything like that makes the time go by. Yeah. And talk. Non-stop on my phone. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, we got Verizon, and I've got like friends that are, you know, in my calling plan or whatever. I just literally harass them.
Do you think when they saw the phone, they?
Yes, because it's like, you know, Abe's got nothing to do. Right, he's driving for 12 hours. I'm literally going to get him on the phone, and he's never going to shut up. So it's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm bored. Talk to me.
Right. Now you ended up in L.A. You're with your wife too.
Yep.
Your wife was, and you were working out in L.A.
Yep. We went out there at the beginning of 2006. I stayed in Chicago, toured in the spring, went out, lived in L.A. This past summer, and just kind of did odd jobs. And I ended up playing on the street, just doing street performing or busking, I guess is what they call it. And that was a blast. I did that all summer, and then went back on the road in the fall. And then back out to LA. So.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of travel. And when you were busking on the street, people were pretty friendly.
People were great. You know, LA gets a bad rap, I think, sometimes on the East Coast. But people were so friendly. People were so nice. And you know, there's a lot of people trying to make it in every industry out there, music and acting and everything. And so I think people are really supportive of the arts. And yeah, I had a great time out there. It was really, really fun.
Very cool. Well, I definitely want to hear some of your new music. Do you want to play a couple songs?
Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. Sounds good.
Thanks, Steve.